I'm Ian Matts from Brixworth Farming. So we've planted a clover understorey, which we put in 2023, in spring 23, and it's gone into a spring barley crop, and then last year went into a spring wheat crop, and we're now looking to put it into a winter wheat crop this autumn. The reason we put it in originally was to look to see if we could live without glyphosate, and that's kind of changed a bit now to can we grow a continuous first wheat, and although we probably think we know the answer to that, it's we're just trialling it to see whether to see what the benefits can really be. Initially we were hoping we'd be able to reduce our inputs, so cut back on the amount of nitrogen, because the clover would be delivering some nitrogen. Cut back on the herbicide use as well, because we get some smothering from the clover, and potentially cut back on fungicide use as well, because we've got two crops growing in the same field. So the biggest challenges we've had so far is trying to get it uniformly established across the whole field. So it's come very well in places and not so well in other places, so we've had to top it up over the last 2 years as well. And this spring, because we've had such a wet year, and because of the clover that was already in the field, we've had real problems with slugs. So we had relatively poor establishment in a heavier field because we had a lot of slug damage, and with it sort of being relatively wet going forward, we just had quite a lot of rain. Then that could be something to watch out for this autumn as well. So this year, going into winter wheat, we've got two trials, or two nitrogen dose response trials in the two different fields, to really see whether the clover is delivering any nitrogen, if so when, and just what rate is providing to the wheat crop.
Hello, my name is Henry Tyrrell. We're farming in Crick, Northamptonshire. We're part of the ClieNFarms group, and this spring we've done a living mulch trial in one of our fields, and that was established in May, and we've been grazing it and trying to achieve it to tiller to fix nitrogen, and the aim is to plant winter wheat into it this autumn. We also planted an intercrop of peas and oats, which we have combined and are going to mill for the livestock. So the trials are going quite well so far. The living mulch trial, we planted it and we had a nice bit of rain this spring actually, so that came well, and we grazed it in August with some sheep, and they took it down to pretty low levels, but there's quite a lot of weeds still left within the cover. So to manage that, we've been topping it, and the sheep are now back in it again. And then we're just discussing what herbicides to be applying before and post emergence of the wheat. The aim for doing this is reduction in nitrogen applications, increasing soil fertility and soil biology, and to basically farm in a more sustainable manner.